The music world woke up confused, excited, angry, and suspicious all at once after Bad Bunny officially overtook Michael Jackson on Spotify's global top artist chart. Yes, Michael Jackson. The same man whose music survived generations, scandals, changing trends, and people who still dance badly to Billie Jean at weddings after 2 drinks. And somehow, Bad Bunny pushed past him. Shh! Turn the volume up, but keep it low. This is rap's deepest secrets, the one place the labels can't control, exposing the codes, the cover-ups, the real cost of fame. Now back to the video. This is not about who is more legendary. That debate would probably destroy the internet in under 10 minutes. This is about numbers, streams, attention, modern music power, and maybe something deeper that people are too uncomfortable to admit. Because the real question is not, how did Bad Bunny do it? The real question is, what does it say about the world right now? For years, people treated Spanish music like it needed permission to stand beside English-speaking artists. Labels acted like global success only counted if the lyrics were in English. Radio stations pushed the same formula repeatedly. And then, Bad Bunny arrived looking like a man who absolutely did not care about the rules. No translating himself, no softening his culture, no begging for crossover acceptance. He simply made music, and somehow the entire planet adjusted around him. At first, people underestimated it. They called it a trend, a phase. Latin music is hot right now, they said, like it was some temporary internet challenge people would forget in 2 weeks. But the streams kept growing, the tours kept selling out, the records kept breaking. And now he has overtaken Michael Jackson on one of the biggest music platforms on Earth. That sounds impossible until you realize something terrifying about modern music culture. Attention moves faster than legacy. Spotify rewards what people play today, not what history crowned yesterday. That's the uncomfortable truth many fans refuse to accept. The algorithm has no emotional attachment to the past. It does not care about moonwalks. It does not care about Grammys from 1984. It only understands numbers happening right now. And right now, Bad Bunny is everywhere. Phones, cars, nightclubs, TikTok videos, gym playlists, street parties, luxury fashion campaigns, football stadiums. Even people who claim they don't listen to Bad Bunny somehow know the lyrics by accident. That is influence. But here is where things become suspicious, because every time an artist reaches this level, the internet suddenly becomes a courtroom. People started asking questions immediately. Are the streams real? Is Spotify pushing him? How does he beat Michael Jackson? Who is listening this much? Suddenly, everybody became a streaming detective overnight. And honestly, that reaction says more about society than the actual chart itself. People are comfortable watching legends stay untouchable forever. It feels safe, predictable. But when a newer artist starts standing beside icons, panic begins. Not because the icon became smaller, but because people realized history can still change. That scares people, especially when the artist changing it speaks Spanish. Now pause for a second because this next part matters. If you've been enjoying this breakdown so far, subscribe to the channel right now because the story gets even stranger from here. Most people are only talking about the headlines, but very few are talking about what this moment secretly exposes about the music industry, fan culture, and the future of fame itself. And trust me, the twist at the end changes everything. Because the strange thing is this: Michael Jackson may have lost the #1 Spotify position, but he still somehow won. Think about it. Every single article covering Bad Bunny's achievement had to mention Michael Jackson. Every celebration still circles back to him. Even in defeat, Michael remains the measuring stick for greatness. That is power. Bad Bunny did not erase Michael Jackson. He accidentally reminded the world how impossible Michael's legacy truly is. And maybe that is why this entire situation feels so dramatic online. People are not reacting to numbers, they are reacting emotionally. To many fans, Michael Jackson represents an era where stars felt larger than life, untouchable, mysterious, almost mythical. Today's music industry works differently. Artists are constantly online, constantly posting, constantly trending, constantly visible. Mystery barely survives anymore. But Bad Bunny somehow found a balance between internet domination and unpredictability. One moment he disappears, the next moment he breaks another record. One day he's wrestling, the next day he's shutting down global charts again like it's routine. It almost feels calculated, not in a fake way, in a terrifyingly smart way. And that is what many people fail to understand about modern success. Talent alone is no longer enough. Attention is currency now. Visibility is power. Cultural timing matters almost as much as music itself. Bad Bunny mastered all of it. Meanwhile, Michael Jackson came from a completely different world. A world where artists depended on television, radio stations, magazines, and physical album sales. If social media existed during Michael's peak years, the numbers would probably look unreal. Honestly, some people online are comparing streaming eras like comparing smartphones to ancient kingdoms. The systems are completely different. But still, Bad Bunny topping Michael Jackson creates emotional shock value, and the internet survives on emotional shock value. That is why this story exploded so quickly, and the reactions have been wild. Some fans celebrated like their football team won the World Cup. Others reacted like civilization itself was collapsing. Meanwhile, neutral people just sat there confused, trying to figure out how one artist with glitter nails and genre-bending albums managed to shake music history this hard. But beneath all the arguments, one truth remains impossible to ignore. Bad Bunny earned global attention without abandoning his identity. That may be the most important part of this entire story. For decades, artists from non-English backgrounds were pressured to adapt before the world accepted them. Bad Bunny did the opposite. He forced the global audience to meet him where he was, and the audience came. That changes the future forever. Because somewhere right now, young artists from different countries are watching this happen and realizing they do not need to sound American to become global stars anymore. That shift is bigger than streaming numbers. It is cultural. And ironically, Michael Jackson helped create the very global music culture that made this possible. His influence helped music become borderless long before streaming existed. In a strange way, Bad Bunny's success is partially built on the doors Michael opened decades ago. That is the twist nobody talks about. This is not really Bad Bunny versus Michael Jackson. It's one era shaking hands with another, one generation passing the spotlight while the internet screams about it. And maybe that is why this moment feels both exciting and uncomfortable at the same time. Because deep down, people know music history is changing in real time, not slowly, right now. On their phones, in playlists, in algorithms, in streams counted by the second. Today, it's Bad Bunny overtaking Michael Jackson on Spotify. Tomorrow, it could be another artist nobody expected. That is the frightening beauty of modern fame. Nothing stays frozen forever, not even legends. But if there's one thing this story proves beyond all doubt, it is this. Bad Bunny is no longer simply a successful Latin artist. He is now part of global music history, whether people like it or not. And Michael Jackson, he remains so legendary that even losing a chart position still keeps him at the center of the conversation. That is why both artists somehow leave this story looking bigger than before. One dominates the present, the other still owns immortality. And honestly, that might be the craziest part of all. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because the music industry keeps producing stories stranger than fiction, and the next headline might be even more unbelievable than this one.